Hey, you're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast. I am Bruce.
Hey, this is Riina from the band Silentium.
Sorry, did we stop you from peeing on your feet?
Not this time. I was just like looking at the beer, drinking like how many sips can I take without burping in the middle of this intro?
Nice.
Now ruining this and being so incredibly unladylike again that I do not apologize. So go ahead, Kris. Tell us about you.
So you're just going to rub it in my face that I can't have a beer right now?
Yes. I am.
Yeah, me too. I'm drinking coffee still. But it's like, what, 8, 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night there?
Yeah, it's 9 p.m.
Yeah, so that's definitely beer 30. Anyway, today we're going to be chatting with Fierce Deity. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Deity.
Deity?
I'm going to say
Deity,
but we'll ask them. They're from Australia, and I know it's heavy as shit and super well produced.
Yeah, sounded great, but we have to check which one of these like pronunciations is the right one.
We'll get them. We're speaking with. Go ahead.
As a like non-native English speaker, you guys owe me beers.
I think I'm right, but we're gonna go ahead and get Jonathon on, and we'll find out.
Cool.
I'm sure I'm right.
I'm sure you're fucking wrong.
I found it.
Hey,
One
Bruce.
second.
Hey, Jonathon.
What's going
Sorry,
on?
hold on 1 second. Chris is gonna
That's
pronounce
all right, man.
something for us.
Take
Go,
your time.
Chris.
Stop talking on top of each other.
Deity. There we go.
Isn't that what I said?
No.
I think Jonathon has already joined us, haven't you?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm in. I'm listening.
We're arguing
I
over
forgot.
how to pronounce the name because I said it's Deity, and then
no,
Riina.
you said Deity.
That works.
And I said Deity. And Riina, what did you say?
I said Deity.
No,
I think Reena's got it. Like, I think it's Deity.
no, I just Googled it. And it's
What's Google say?
What does Google say?
D-A-T.
Deity.
Deity.
Still good. Deity. I think it's just
Hey, thanks for joining us, man. That's Chris, and obviously you just met Riina.
man,
Hi.
no problems. Thanks for having me, guys.
So first things first, man. I love that music. It is so heavy and so well produced.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm so glad you said well produced because I work really hard on that stuff and I record it from home.
Do you really?
No,
Like I got the gear to record it at home, but I do send it off to my mate Joe, huge name drop, Joe from Psychroptic. Have you guys heard of Psychroptic?
Oh,
Absolutely.
actually, so let me give you a side story here. I've actually
Sure.
had Psychroptic in my kitchen cooking grilled cheese with raspberry sauce.
Hell yeah. Did they put their own hot sauce on it and shit like that? Or
No, they didn't bring their hot sauce, but they were on tour.
Damn.
I have a cooking show as well, and they actually showed up at the house and made some kind of grilled cheese with brie and raspberries.
oh my goodness, that sounds good.
And we had a long conversation about Tasmanian devils because I wasn't aware that they really were a thing.
Yeah, they're like actually a little nothing like that cartoon. They're a little strange little creature that keeps themselves, and yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so Joe produces that stuff, man. He makes it go boom and bang, which is cool.
That's great, and it definitely sounds boom and bang for sure.
Sick.
Yeah,
I'm glad you think so.
I think it's probably the most talked about like sound and band and song of the day between us, like the hosts. Like,
Oh yeah, I would say so.
love the track. Yeah.
Seems like I'm turning up at the right time then.
Perfect timing. We've been doing this since I don't know what. This is like number 9 or 10 today.
Something
Wow,
like that.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
we just picked one.
Since we're talking about production,
Yes.
and I'm an audio engineer.
Uh-oh.
What
Here we
DAW?
go.
What DAW are
Let's
you
go.
using?
What DAW, dude? Reaper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude.
Really?
And I'm still testing it out. I will pay for it eventually. I'm still just using the I'm just
unlimited
using
demo?
the yeah, it's been about 700 days and I'm still evaluating it.
That's good. That's great.
Justin
Still
is a
evaluating.
Justin is a mean ass coder, man. That program is like what, 4 or 5 megabytes. It launches up in like
Does everything.
2 seconds,
It's
and
so good.
and then it's so efficient. It's pretty cool.
You're getting me excited even talking about it.
Wow.
Did I make
Fantastic.
you horny?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do I make you Randy, baby?
What the hell is happening?
I don't.
Why am I? Is that like, are you throwing British stuff at me? I'm Australian.
No, it's from the movie. It's from the movie.
Yeah, I know the movie. I was just like, do these guys think I'm British? Like they're throwing British movie shit at me? Like,
Well, I was going to say you're from New Zealand, but hey. Oh,
yeah, it's sort of the same. I'm actually from Tasmania. It's actually between Australia and New Zealand. You know this. The Psycho Boys are from here too. It's this weird island.
I did not know this.
Weird island off the mainland of Australia, between New Zealand and Australia.
So you're all the way down by the South Pole, right?
Yeah, dude. We just fucking make riffs down here all day. It's sick.
Nice.
That's all we do.
So, were you guys using real amps for this recording, or were you using amp simulators?
Oh, simulators, dude. I think Joe uses a Kemper.
Oh yeah.
But when I'm producing it, I just dip between. I've got some Neural DSP and also some Easy Mix. I'm actually a massive Easy Mix boy, just to get an idea of what's going on. And I use Easy Drummer, have a bunch of guitar sims through Easy Mix, and go get it in my head, and then I send it to Joe, just dry tracks, and he works the magic from there. Nice. Bruce? Good system, man.
Yeah. So first of all, what's the COVID situation like down there? And then the second part of that conversation is, what's it like putting a record together and trying to get it to the masses in the middle of all this nonsense without being able to tour?
Well, first question, how's the COVID situation? Well, in Tasmania, we're an isolated island, and full credit to our premier. He pretty much locked it down quite early against what the federal government was saying. Like the Australian Prime Minister, if he'd actually had his way, we would have been in terrible shape. But all the premiers were like, nah, fuck this. We're going to shut down the borders and just chill for a bit. And it actually worked pretty well. And now the Prime Minister's trying to take credit for it globally. It's pretty funny. But I think we locked down almost, it was almost a hardcore lockdown. I think we got to like a stage 3. And we did that for, I think it was about 4 to 6 weeks, and then started to trickle back to normal. So really, it's been back to normal, minus we social distance, 1.5, no masks, we social distance, and there's hand sanitizer everywhere. But man, we've been back to normal since probably August.
Yeah, I
great.
just saw that Australia has had no new cases for days.
Yeah. Man, it's that island nation, got that wonderful moat.
Yeah.
Be harder where you guys are at, all those countries' borders, people dipping across. What is essential, what isn't essential, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. 100% right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I realized my definition of essential was not correct. That's what I learned from COVID. Bottle shops and KFC are still open. That's really funny. I wouldn't have called those essential. If we were going to buckle down. And second part of the question, how am I going to launch this thing? Well, I'm I don't have a band. It's just me. It's just my music. And predominantly I'm a Twitch streamer. So I don't know if I'm a Twitch streamer that makes music or a musician that streams, but I feel like COVID was a great equalizer. Not even the Rolling Stones can fucking tour at the moment, man. We're all in the same boat. So for me, it was actually a wonderful chance to observe the bigger bands to see what they did when they can't tour, because I don't really have any plans to put a band together and tour. I just want to make the music. I just want to produce. That's where my love is at the moment. But if a following blows up, I'd love to get a band of super duper players together, and go out and put on a show. But I didn't really have any desire to find the nearest group I can and get into the local grind set, and tour Australia, because there's only 3 or 4 places you can play if you're a metal band, because of the demographic, the cities are far apart and whatnot. So honestly, this is the plan. The plan was to sit in my bedroom and try and find people through the magic of social media.
And it's working out pretty well then for you.
Here I am, yeah. I believe in the song, so I loved coming in and hearing that you thought the song was good, because I believe in them. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah,
awesome.
I believe in you too, Jonathan.
That's awesome. Thank you. This is so positive. It's a positive start to the day.
Nice.
It is. So yeah, you're just starting your day, right? What time is it over there? You're in the next day already.
I am, yeah. 6:15 in the AM, but I'm normally up at 6, so it wasn't too much of a stretch to be up for this.
6
Oh, that's
a.m.
cool.
Oh, but it's 6 a.m. on the 11th, though.
Yeah.
So do you guys have like Remembrance Day down there right now? Is that what your day is?
Do. We do indeed, yeah.
Okay.
11th to the 11th.
Here's a question.
Yeah, sure.
In Australia, do you wear poppies for Remembrance Day?
Yes, I believe we do.
Really?
I
didn't realize that was global.
That's one thing when I moved to the U.S., I noticed there's no poppies anywhere.
Oh, I see. You don't do the poppies.
Well, I'm from Canada. in Canada, it's all about the poppies right now. Like, I actually had to order some from Amazon because you can't.
Oh, really? Getting them in, man. Like, how did you go ordering poppies? Like, you type in poppies to Google. Like, you want a list now, or
No.
Right? You're gonna get heroin.
Yeah, you have someone set up at your doorstep with a.
The cartel is gonna show up.
Yeah. Man, the cartel should go online. Like, that's where the future is.
Oh God!
Hey, what were we talking about? The poppy. Yeah, that's interesting. It's Holland, isn't it? That's the whole thing. Like, but America just not doing it. Too cool for that.
I don't know.
No, I mean, I don't know. We used to, when I grew up, I mean, I'm American, Kris is from Canada, but when I grew up, that was the thing. I mean, you went to all these parades on, we call it Veterans Day here, but whatever. And then, they always gave those out and did that, especially people from like the VFWs or the, the old timers, but I've not seen them in years. Kris is right.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was one of the first things I noticed in November. I was like, well, there's no poppies here? Because in Canada, they use it as a fundraiser for veterans, Like,
a couple of bucks for a poppy. And
for all the Legion. Like in Canada, they have these, they call them Legions, but really they're just bars for veterans. So, so they.
Nice.
Yeah. But they also provide, like they buy wheelchairs and they do all kinds of charitable work for veterans as well. Yeah. But that was a main fundraising thing. This year they did poppy masks. So.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And they sold out in 24 hours.
Wow.
They made like 25,000 and they were all gone.
That's in Canada.
In Canada, yeah.
Yeah, you guys there's a proud military history up there. When I was in Ottawa, I went to the amazing military museum.
Yeah.
I was blown away, man. I was standing in front of those tanks just like in awe of their actual size. But the very proud military history.
Yeah, they don't really have a military now, but in World War II, they really did.
Yeah, really did, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here's a little known fact about history. The CIA was actually started in Canada in partnership with the United States. There's actually a whole museum about it in Southern Ontario.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
In coordination with the British. So there's a little bit of history for you. Anyways, let's get back to music.
That's cool.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Do you have other material that's waiting to be released, or are you working on anything new? Or
I'm glad you asked. Yeah, I'm currently working on an album that I've codenamed PWC, and I've got some bits for it. But these singles are just standalone singles. I wrote these for my old band back in 2017, and the band went separate ways, and I had these songs, and I was like, these are really good songs. Like, but I don't want to have to pay for a studio. Like, how on earth am I going to get these songs out? And I just decided one day that I was going to figure it out. I didn't care. So I started looking and like, okay, the home stuff's pretty good now. Like, what do I need? I talked to Joe and basically got myself on the learning curve and have been forging up it for the last 3 years. And with that, like, reopened the gate of creativity. Like, I was free to just, be dumb in the studio for about 8 hours. And if it was rubbish, I haven't wasted hundreds of dollars because I've just been chilling at home. So I've got, it quickly became an album. It was going to be an EP, a 3-song EP, but I've been listening to a lot of like progressive doom and stoner metal and stuff. So I just can't seem to write short songs at the moment. So there's 3 songs that all turned into about 12-minute epic. So I think that's technically an album. So yeah, once the new year hits, I'm going to start recording that, and I'm going to produce it live on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
I'm going to track it, produce it, think about it. Yeah, all right before everyone's eyes.
That's an interesting concept.
Isn't it? It fascinates me. So like, I think that's, kind of, if you ask anyone that does Twitch, it's like, hey, what do you do on Twitch? Or like, what should I do on Twitch? They say, do something that would interest you. And I'm massively interested in that. I love the recording process, man. I love layers and seeing how things are done. So I'm sure there'll be someone out there that wants to see that happen. And who knows, like they might go, hey, I want to do that too, and inspire somebody to spend their life doing what they want to do.
There you go. And that ties in nicely with all the Facebook stuff, because we saw all those video games and we're trying to figure out where they fit in. So you're a Twitch guy.
Yeah, Twitch guy, love video games, and like musically always been so inspired by video games. And they've become, video games are not what they were when I was a kid in the 90s. They're epic now. They're as good as books. There's story writers and voice acting, and all of this stuff comes together. Video games are probably taking over movies for, high quality content at this point. They're big productions now. So yeah, once I just was like, you know what, I'm not even going to try and hide it. I'm just going to be video game metal guy, because that's, the two things I love. Born in this really strange time where people can get paid for doing the things I love doing. And I was just sitting at my day job one day, entering invoices and whatnot. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, there's people out there doing what I want to do. Like, why am I in here doing this? So yeah, in January, I'm going to quit that day job and take a leap of faith into this.
Good for you. That's pretty fantastic.
Nice. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope that works out. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I bet your mom does too. But
it's hard to explain to people, but I don't know. I'll figure it out.
I'm sure your mom just wants you to be happy. So
she does. She would. Yeah, she would indeed.
Right. But yeah, the Twitch thing is like interesting, because like you said, that just put whatever you want in there. It's like, because it started out like as a gaming platform, or not, or gamers platform. And now it's just even like in the music industry, like I am doing a Twitch stream interview with Asim Sierra of Winter Sun tomorrow. We're just going to hang out in the studio for like 3 hours and talk shit. So that's like a thing now. So it's not just for gamers. And like you said, it could be any content, which
exactly.
I think. Yeah. So we're all like becoming these content creators. We all have like something, because for me it's crazy to know what are the most popular videos on YouTube, for instance, the unboxing videos. So people really, really want to look at shit taken out of a box. It's like, but why? But the thing is, like, that there is probably going to be an audience for what it is that you do.
It is, yeah. It's a sign of a really healthy society, isn't it? When the most popular thing is just to watch things get unboxed. We're consumers. We're a consumer society. My dad actually put it best when I was trying to explain Twitch to him. He was like, so it's kind of like Wayne's World. And I was like, yes, that's far better than I could ever explain it. It's exactly like Wayne's World. Like, everyone's got a show now. Everyone has a show.
Even us.
Everybody's sitting home. Yeah, even us. They even let us do it. So
yeah, like we're all Wayne right now. We're all just doing our own show. Like, it's cool.
Kris is
cool
Garth.
Oh yeah, see that, the Batman
Kris
and Robin thing. Who's Garth?
Yeah, Kris is Garth.
Yeah.
Hey, so we got another one coming up behind this one, so I got to let you go shortly. But I got a quick question for you.
Fire away.
It came up today, and we're wondering, what's the status of your feet? Would you consider them tender or in good shape, or how would you put that to words, Riina?
Oh, good Lord. This has been a theme of ours today, because there has been mysterious pee on my feet today.
I see.
We don't know whose pee.
So I want to know, when was the last time you exfoliated your feet with a stranger's pee?
The last time?
Yeah.
With a stranger's pee.
Yeah, because I can never know who that was.
Okay. So, like, when I didn't know whose it was, it's been a while. But I've been told I have, beautiful feet. And it is, plan B. If Twitch doesn't work out, there's always OnlyFans. So, and there is an audience for everything. We said this.
Yes, but hey, wait a second. You said the last time somebody you didn't know peed on your feet. So what about the last time somebody you did know peed on your feet?
Well,
not that there's anything wrong with that.
I feel like, I know myself, and I feel like, we've all been at the beach and we've been barefoot at a urinal before, and you just sort of feel a little bit, and you're like, I know what that is, but it's not worth worrying about.
Right.
So
sprinkles of pee. It's not.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to do good if it's not going to do any bad either. But yeah,
it's true. But
I can say that these exfoliating socks with 5% urea were a mispurchase. Did not
5%.
any good to my
He's
growth.
got the nicest looking feet in town now.
Really interesting. Does it have to be a stranger's pee? Is that is that the only way it works? If you don't know whose it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only way it works.
Wow,
dude. I'm going to put those up on my merch store tonight. Those will be up on the merch store. I'm going to pee in socks and sell them.
Hey, man, it worked for some. Remember back when eBay was really big and people would be like, oh, I have this famous actress's panties. I'm going to sell them. And people would buy them for like $10,000.
Hell yeah.
Riina's
just the good old days. The good old days. When I start peeing in socks and selling them up, I'll get like 20 orders from some chick named Riina in the States. Who is this?
Okay, I have two final questions. I have two final questions before we let you go.
Sure.
First of all, when you go out the door in Australia, are you scared to get eaten by crazy animals?
No, it's because all the stuff that can kill you in Australia, you can't see. It's spiders and snakes and whatnot. But I remember walking through Canada. I was doing a hike. I was in Banff, and I was walking, and then I sort of caught up with this couple from Banff, and we were talking about like elk and bears and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, this is really interesting. It's nice to be able to walk through long grass and, like lean against a tree, because in Australia, all the things that can kill you, you can't really see. But a bear, you're going to know about. So I'm a little bit worried.
Okay, so this leads to my second question. You just said you were in Banff, so I know you made it to Whistler.
Whistler. I think I went through Whistler.
Yeah, you did. You had to.
On the way to Banff. Yeah, there was some really pretty towns on the way through. I was on a Greyhound, so.
Well, I just say this because in Vancouver, which is where I'm from, there's that ski village just north called Whistler, but the people in Vancouver, they call it New Australia.
Oh, really?
Because it's just everyone there is from Australia.
Yeah, I met a lot of Australians in Banff. Apparently it's the thing to do, is just to get a 2-year work visa and go and chill in Canada. Apparently that's what everyone's doing.
Yeah, it's huge.
New Australia. I like it. I like it a lot. I have to hit Whistler, and man, God, I hope the world opens up again. I want to go back to Japan. I haven't seen any of Europe. Hope it opens up.
Me too.
Hey, man, thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
That's all right, man. Thanks to everyone. We should everyone hit everyone up on Twitter. Let's stay in touch.
Awesome. We'll do.
Twitter, but
Sick.
Facebook.
Yeah, sure. Everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Everywhere. All right. Be well, my friend.
Thanks, guys. Take care. See you.
Bye.
And have a good day.
Bye.
You too. Thank you.